Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you one way on how to make my greens. So you're going to want to start off with them soaked in some vinegar and salt water for about 5 to 10 minutes. I believe I've soaked mine for 10 minutes. Then take them out and wash them off with some water and begin to peel the leaves off of the stem. No particular way, just make them into smaller pieces and go ahead and throw them into a different bowl. As you can see, I'm just ripping it apart. Just make sure that all the stems are off. The leaves are off of the stem and nice and clean. Mind you, I already did basically the whole batch of the other leaves. I just wanted to show you right here, a little demonstration on how to do it so you can kind of get an idea. But it's basically pretty self-explanatory. And I just want to add, I don't know what happened to these greens. They typically turn out differently, but somewhere it went left a little bit. They were still good, but they just weren't my typical greens. I guess I haven't made them in a while. So yeah, anyways, once you get them all ripped off the stems, you go ahead and soak them in a bowl, or some people do it inside of their sink, but it just wasn't sitting with me. Even though I already washed the sink and all that good stuff, I just have to put it inside of something. And then you're going to want to add some vinegar and some salt to your water so that you can, make sure that there's nothing on them. And just make sure they're all nice and clean. I would still do this, even if I was eating them, but especially if I was serving it to, a group of people, or bringing it to a holiday party, a work party, celebration, cookout, whatever. For example, I was bringing mine to Friendsgiving. Once that's done soaking for 5 to 10 minutes, I went ahead and separated it into a different bowl. Because once I do that, I'm going to be rinsing them one more time to make sure the vinegar and salt is off of there and everything else that might be on the leaves, just to make sure that it is extra squeaky clean, to digest. And yeah, so make sure everything is all good, whatever. Put it all inside the bowl. Come on, get it together, girl. Hurry up. Oh my gosh, I'm so petty with those little leaves. Let's go, move on. Boom, there you go. So next, I am just shifting them through the strainer. And once that's all done, I put them back inside the pan, and obviously I wash the pan again as well. And I start to pour the broth from the turkey necks that I've been cooking for about, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, however long they take to get tender. And I pour the chicken broth inside of the greens because I want that flavor. You know what I'm saying? So then you're going to want to go ahead and set that pot off to the side, because we will be pulling the meat off of the bones shortly. Then I go ahead and add another, I don't know, I think I had like half of the box left of the chicken broth. Go ahead and add that inside there. Basically, you kind of want it to be almost covering all of the greens. And I give that a nice stir. I think I already added some of the turkey neck meat inside, or that might have already fallen off previously from when I poured the broth in there. Make sure it's pretty hot because you want the the greens to cook down. Now, separately, I went ahead and pulled apart the meat from the bones in a different area, because I don't want to eat any of the bones and I don't want anybody choking, you know what I'm saying? So then I went ahead and added that to the pan, stirred that up a little bit more, and kind of just let it cook down. As you can see, they're kind of like welting now, and they're looking really good, not gonna lie. I don't know where I messed up, to be honest. Not that I messed up, but it just wasn't looking how it's supposed to look, or how it looked in the past. Still good though, still very good and tasty and wonderful, and everybody loved it, so that's all that matters. Now we're gonna add some garlic powder, onion powder, boom, and kind of just eye it. I don't have a specific measurement. Some crushed red pepper, some pretty much like everything seasoning that has like, you know, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 different seasonings in there. Slap your mama seasoning to give it a little bit of a kick, which I like. You don't have to add that if you don't like spice, or just add a tiny bit. Black pepper as well. Make sure it's really seasoned, because you don't want no, you know, unseasoned greens. Nobody wants that. Some accent salt to give it that little kick of flavor. Boom, boom, boom. My mouth is watering right now watching me do this. And then go ahead and give that a little stir. And I definitely suggest, while you're cooking, taste your food, because you never know if you need a little dash of this or dash of that, if it's missing anything. And in this particular moment, I would have made mine hotter, but I, like I said, was making it for Friendsgiving, so I didn't add that much spice to it, because not everyone likes spices or spicy food. And on top of it, you can just go ahead and throw some Tabasco on there. Really quick, I want to add something, is that I added some onions, sauteed onions and garlic to it as well. And boom, there you go. It should be all done. Thanks, guys. Bye.